Right, I'm Cooper, the urban poet, and basically I'm going to read some poetry out tonight. All these poems are based on my own life experiences or observation of other people, or just general tittle-tattle in general, yeah. Yeah, so we're going to start off with one called The Fun Bus, and you can laugh and applaud when you see it's appropriate. If not, just boo and spit at me. So yeah, alright, so we'll start off with The Fun Bus. We're on the fun bus for another weekend. Getting wrecked out of your mind is a popular trend. There's fun to be had with a plastic friend. Necking pints of Stella and trawling the bars, ogling the women in their push-up bras, abusing the posers in the posh glitzy cars. It gets to the weekend, you drink to drown sorrow. Live for today, don't think about tomorrow. Say no to commitment, no to settling down. All that goes through your head is a night on the town. Same old, you've been doing it for years. A pocket full of tackle, a skin full of beers. You know the path that needs no introduction. A one-way ticket to self-destruction. Ding, ding, ding. Yeah, that's it. Right, the next one. I wrote this after my first and only experience of our capital cousins, Holland, Amsterdam, which is a den of iniquity and a den of fun. To be sure. No, I'm not Irish, I just need to stop doing that for a start. But yeah, it's called Amsterdam. It's only 40 minutes on a plane, then it's time to go insane. Fuel with lager on the train, you've just arrived in Amsterdam. Have it large, let's cane it proper, banging mushrooms and a grasshopper. It's only 10 AM, could come a cropper. Here we go again. The crack is good, the girls are sweet, the ganja lifts you off your feet. There's no sale or return, because you don't get no receipt. Venturing to the raging sun, a mission and the target's fun. Like a bullet from a gun, the start of weekend pandemonium. Then you leave the hopper pub, you're the star man, not the sub. This could all go very wrong, and that's the rub. Men offer coca on the street, the voices, laced with pure deceit. I just say no, I'm alright, but later on I might admit defeat. Thank you. This next one's called Could Have Been, Should Have Been, and I don't know, probably many of you in this room have experienced sitting in a pub next to a lad who's had either too many pints of Stella Artois or too much cocaine, and he proceeds to tell you about the fact that he could have been a professional heavyweight boxing champion, or he could have played football for Forest, or he can actually sing better than Ian Brown, Liam Gallagher from Oasis, and he can play guitar better than Jimi Hendrix. It's basically just coke-induced, Stella-induced bollocks, and I like to call it Could Have Been, Should Have Been. Could have been a footballer, could have been a rock star, could have had the girls, could have had a fast car. Main trouble is, you never got that far. Could have been, should have been hearing it for years. Gets even worse after some 2 plus some beers. You got to face the fact that you're really a number. You managed to exist, but you're stuck in a slumber. Could have been, should have been. It's all such a mystery. You're too old now, you ain't going down history. Thank you. This next one's called The Sad Clown, and this is about. This one's basically about people that, on all like, to all intents and purposes, they seem very happy to the normal world, but in reality they're quite sad, and with hiding deep-rooted social problems. So I tend to call them sad clowns, and I've actually wrote a poem about it. So yeah, this is The Sad Clown. A constant source of laughter, he livens up any event. His life might be a disaster, a force of nature that's spent. He gets invited to parties to liven up proceedings, entertain, but scratch beneath the surface, you realise the emotional pain. You never question his mood, A fake smile plastered all over his face. He finds comfort in beard and food, and house music and drum and bass. The sad clowns there are everywhere, look like they're without a care, but take some time to stop and stare, and deep down happiness isn't there. Thank you. This next one started to go on a slightly more lovey-dovey tip. Yeah, I wrote this one when I split up with my ex-missus. I always used to say that I loved her, but in reality it was probably just lust and the fact that she had tits like a page 3 model. But I'm going to call it, well, it is called Hold On Let Go, and I've actually had this published in a book that's coming out in the new year called Whispers on the Breeze. So it's Hold On Let Go. You hold on to something that's come to an end. Whilst once she was your lover, now she's your friend. You opened your mind and you bared your soul. You had your dignity broken as she took control. But what can we do? We must live and learn, clutching at straws where a fire once burned. We search for perfection, something of purity, where all it becomes is boredom and security. You try to change, become the girl's dream, bending for it like a piece of plasticine. It's time to pick up the pieces, you've been knocked down. You've got to face life with a smile, not a frown. The girl was a temptress, she tried to mould you. She's got no hope with a Jedi soldier. Yeah, that's it, thank you. This next one, it's called Married to Stella, and I had a brutal 10-year relationship with our alcoholic cousin called Stella Artois, where basically it sent me into a deprived area where I used to smoke crack cocaine and shag prostitutes and do lots of things that I shouldn't have done, but you know, it's called Married to Stella.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm sure. You know the score, it's Friday night. Decisions, the same old plight. Shall I be sensible? Have some calling. No, not me, party Stella, darling. We call it wife beater, and I can definitely see the reason. But 10 pints of this demon brew, and the results are very pleasing. Stumbling all over the place, not even coherent. You know this Stella larks, hardly endearing. But it seems to draw me, this Belgian brew. A few too many, and I'm pulled out of the queue. They won't let me in, my favourite club. I feel like a lion, separated from its cub. Well, actually. Stella's like dancing with the devil. It's alcoholic dynamite. You get too many down you, and you're proper wrecked, alright. It's alcoholic heroin, this famous Belgian brew. I stick drinking the calling, it's a safer route for you. Thank you. This next one's called Rose Tinted Spectacles. Sorry, yeah, get off. This next one's called Rose Tinted Spectacles.
Sorry, I thought I was it.
And
One more.
basically, I think once you get to, I'm not 31 now, but I find myself talking to youngsters saying, music was better in my day. Footballers used to tackle much harder in my day. All boxers that went on for 4 many more rounds in my day. All work, there's no health and safety in my day. And all it is rose tinted spectacles. And probably in reality it's bollocks. It was just like, probably 20 years ago, we're thinking the same about my generation. So yeah, this is rose tinted spectacles. It was all much better in my day. It's what old folks say to youth. A shilling a day was my pay, and politicians told the truth. It was all much better in my day, a green and pleasant nation. No sitting around in my day, or being idle on the PlayStation. It was much better in my day, playing football in hobnail boots. So much better in my day, we never forgot our roots. It was all much better in my day, kids would eat penny chews. No violent behaviour in my day. Now they're off for heads on booze. It was almost much better in my day. Things were just so much better. Everything better in my day. I'll write my MP a letter. Thank you.